Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 15. We're back for another episode of Buffy in the darkest season of the show yet. Like I said during my last reaction, I'm kind of hoping we pick up on dealing with the Three Stooges, who have turned out to be very malevolent and kind of a sinister force. And we saw Halfrek causing some problems, obviously, last episode. I'm not a fan of her character, although I do think there could be some interesting things they do with her, so I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing her back in the situation, or did she kind of serve her purpose as a vengeance demon, keeping everybody stuck, and she's going to kind of fade into the background? Or maybe she'll just pop up later when Anya and Xander, if they end up getting married, at the wedding. I feel like this is a good time to place my bets. Are Xander and Anya actually going to get married? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to be optimistic, although I could see a different storyline happening because there's been a lot of friction, and I feel like we see Xander having second thoughts and even Anya having second thoughts, and I don't know, I could see them not being together as well. But I'm going to go optimistic. I'm going to say they actually are going to get married sometime during this season, but we'll see. We have it on the my predictions on the record now before we get any further. As always, if you want to watch along the full unedited reaction, that is all up on Patreon. That's also where you can watch future episodes of Buffy Season 6 and Angel Season 3. Thank you so much to everyone who supports there. Let's just get right into it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 15.
You see, Buffy, the thing you gotta learn about the palace, and this takes a while,
is that it sucks to work here.
all boils down to one simple thing.
What?
Politics.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's not like we work at Burger World or the Happy Bun where the power structure is simple.
Can't we just talk about something interesting and enjoy our time on the clock?
You know Machiavelli, right?
Of
Tall
course.
guy, bleached mullet, works day shifts.
I'm sorry. Dropped out of college.
I'm reapplying.
That's such a rude thing to say. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you dropped out of college. Bitch, look where you're working.
Gum under the tables. You should give it a good scrape before you leave.
May I?
See you tomorrow.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I hope a vampire eats this guy.
Get the double treat. That's the double sweet.
You're taking your work with you to your other work.
At least your problems now, little girl.
No.
Okay, let's do this. Quickly.
Quickly, because I want to eat. Careful.
What's that smell? Gee, Slayer, is that you?
Been working.
Where, in a slaughterhouse? Just call it a night. It's all the same to you, and you've been eating that stuff. I'm not so sure I want to...
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
How do you get to say I'm the one who's stinky?
Really, it's cool.
I like this dude. Did you have to kill him, Buffy? It's not his fault you need a shower after working at that place. That's hilarious, though, that he literally wasn't going to eat her. Even the vampires won't stoop to that level. Double meat palace. Oh my gosh. I mean, with that intro, who knows where this episode is going to go? Is it going to be focused on the job once again, right? By the way, I will just say, because that random character we saw in the intro really annoyed me, but in general, like, anyone who looks down on people, you know, because of like their credentials or educational credentials, is such a small person, in my opinion. Like, there are tons of people who graduate college who are idiots, and there's tons of people who are smart, but there's also a lot of smart people who never graduated college, right? I feel like that's just one indicator about someone's intelligence. Wait, Mark Blucas? Wait, hold on, Riley's gonna be here? I wish they didn't show that in the credits.
After all, I wasn't exactly hiding. What kind of answer is that? You haven't even heard the question.
I don't have to.
She's like, I know what you want.
Both know. I'm not the only one thinking it.
That's a good response.
Not here.
Why not?
Dawn.
What about Dawn's dinner, though? At least drop off the food first. Oh, okay, here she is.
I know it's not the most original these days, but I made it myself. Actually, but this is the very best one.
I made this one with
It
love.
looks kind of squished.
Ooh.
You know, just give it a sec. If these babies really bounce back.
Do they? I don't know about that.
It's not like I don't appreciate it. I do. I can't eat this stuff another night.
Oh, okay. She's sick of it.
Some vamp get rough with you?
It's not getting any gentler. He? They. Them.
You're being a little obvious here, Buffy.
I have your permission and want to come along? You like how I slipped in that permission request like that?
Very smooth.
Yes, that's good.
You guys go.
Buffy, after the whole last episode with spending time with Dawn,
Somebody should.
they should use that as a way to protect the average citizen from vampires. Like, just eat those burgers, they'll stay away.
Stop wolfing down those chips. One more bag and you'll pop right out of your cummerbund.
Yeah. Wedding, 1 week. We have friends.
Oh, 1 week, it's coming up quick.
How's the soon-to-be newlyweds? Nervous?
No.
They're acting like a married couple. In not the best way. They're just on edge, though, hopefully.
I used to spend hours imagining what my wedding to Xander would be like. I look at them. I just think,
You and Tara are speaking again? You want to call her? Invite her over?
but no.
You should. Too soon?
If I did call, she wouldn't hang up on me.
That's progress.
That is.
Hence the happy.
Speaking of happy...
Garbage.
Wait!
Dang.
Don't you want your garbage?
Not today.
Oh, don't forget, today's trash day.
Already forgot. Sorry.
Dear Miss Summers, we are sorry to reject.
Oh, dang. A lot of dishes to do.
LBJ handing the house keys over to Nixon. Heard back from your college yet? I'll deal back here. You take the customers.
I'm sure he's giving her the word. Like, of course, he's like, you handle the customers while I just chill back here and work slow. There he is.
Hey.
I really wish they didn't show his name in the opening credits. I would have been so shocked.
You're here.
I know.
Were you always this tall?
You're working.
Just counter, not grill anymore.
I want to explain. I just don't have time. 8 hours straight tracking something bad. Now it's come to Sunnydale.
My hat has a cow.
I need you, Buffy. Can you help me?
After I help them.
People are waiting.
Who do you think he's talking to? You don't know what he said to her?
Buffy. Buffy, wait.
Bye, bro. Go talk about your cultural zeitgeist and help some people.
What is it?
Savoldi demons. Close.
What?
You still carry around all that James Bond stuff. Cute.
Riley's like, this is why we're not together anymore.
As soon as we put one Savoldi down, a dozen take its place.
Hydra style. Jeez.
Yes, please.
And she's like, this is a relief after working.
Wild bear! Everybody stand back!
That's a wild bear? In what universe? Dang, they are strong. I honestly didn't think Riley was going to be back in the show at all, so it's kind of cool he's back. Look at these things.
Know where we're going?
Got an idea. The tag's online. We'll find it.
Okay, good.
No heel. How you doing?
Complicated question.
Big stories to tell you, too.
Did you die?
No.
I'm gonna win.
That is true. That is so true. Top that, dude.
The Black Ops life, it's working out for you?
Don't suck? Yeah, we're covered.
Okay, good. That's something.
It's really good to see you.
Thanks.
But I'm with Spike now, so sorry.
Buffy. Love the hair.
Okay, that earns him some points for Buffy, right? He noticed.
Now we're stuck in hell.
The radio said no traffic.
I love that they're just like eating so many snacks. They're so stressed.
Ever agree to have your friends who are demons, my family who are monsters, stay at our place?
Perfect day if I have to kill every one of our guests in half this town to do it.
See our demon?
It's not here.
Let me guess.
It's on its way.
Down we go.
Dang.
Big first step. Got an extra jetpack for a girl like me?
Oh, dang. He was waiting for you. Do they get it? They having a moment?
Hey there. What exactly are you doing with my husband?
What? Riley conveniently forgot to mention that I'm married. Wow.
Those aren't code names like Big Dog or Falcon or
Look at the look she's giving Riley. The wife is definitely going to have something to say to him.
Pleasure. Demon.
Definitely. She's pretending it's Riley.
How long have you been married?
4 months almost.
Oh, they just got married.
Any children?
Buffy, I meant to tell you. When the time was right.
Oh, sure. The timing was wrong.
Call this your wedding gift.
She killed it.
It's okay.
okay?
What?
Tracking this thing as a couple for 2 days straight. Did want it dead, right? What is a homing operation?
It's my fault. I should have explained.
How did you not explain?
How could you recruit the Slayer without filling her in?
Yes.
Buffy hates him post further, but you got a safe house?
I have a house.
Not exactly safe.
Sometimes you can't even leave.
They don't get it. They don't get it. They're lost.
And I'll fill you in on everything.
I don't know what happened with Riley, but the things he failed to communicate, beyond important.
Hey, you're getting hitched yourself. Believe me, you're gonna love it.
Congratulations. Really, both of you.
Where's Spike? I want to see Spike.
I'm prepared to hate this woman any way you want.
That's cool of Willow.
You can't, but I can.
Yes.
Let me carry the hate for the both of us.
Let the hate flow through you.
What brings you back to town after you left suddenly with no word?
Let the demon take us to its nest.
Now they're gonna hatch a bunch of baby demon things?
Yeah.
We have to find the nest and fast before Sunnydale turns into the Trouble Meat Palace.
Yes. I get it.
I wish
got
I'd
it.
said something else.
I got it.
Who's hungry? We got
Ice cubes.
all you can eat.
You get to take home the pictures.
I like it.
I like Willow's face.
Money's been exchanged. There's a dealer in town calls himself the doctor.
The doctor?
A little locating spell?
No.
I'll go out and look for our doctor. You two find that nest.
Me and Sam together.
Oh, Willow, don't beat yourself up. It's okay.
They're working the dark magics and got addicted.
Really? So it's common. Okay.
I've never met anyone with enough strength to quit before.
That's really cool. Sam seems cool.
Patrolling with the real live Slayer, Santa Claus or Buddha or something. And it's not just Slayer status I'm talking about. It's you.
Riley talks about me.
He was ripped up inside.
It's pretty obvious.
One night, my entire infirmary got slaughtered by, I didn't know what they were.
They live such an intense life, you know?
He thinks I let him go.
Do you wish you had?
I wish things were different.
That's a dodge. That's a dodge.
Took him a year to get over you.
I'm glad he's over me.
Is Buffy?
So, you seen anyone new? Someone special?
Take my time, you know.
I don't know you well enough to tell you about my vampire lover.
Don't worry about Ryan and me, we're good.
I noticed.
I do think she's cool.
I need to find a guy. Dealer. Calls himself the doctor.
Clock ticking.
Yes.
Tell me you love me.
In point of fact.
Shut up.
I feel a little bit bad for Spike with this, though, because I don't think Buffy loves him, but she's using him to forget and feel better about the fact that Riley's moved on. Hopefully Sam didn't actually follow Buffy. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's how Buffy gets caught? How is Buffy gonna get caught with Spike? I know it's gonna happen. Who's there? I swear, if it's Riley...
I don't usually use the word delicious. But
oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is like a full-on melodrama.
What can I say? Girl just needs a little monster in her, man.
That's not why I'm here.
Really? I can't believe Riley finds them. Wow.
You're getting the juice sucked out of you by some undead ladies of very questionable reputation.
This is Spike's best day ever.
If I can speak frankly, she always had a little thing for me, even when she was shagging you.
Tell me before I get unprofessional. Where are the eggs, Spike?
Eggs?
Does Spike actually know?
We can do this the hard way or we can do this the fatal way.
The doctor. It can't be Spike.
You need to defend me, love.
I'm taking this place apart until I find that nest.
Over my dead body.
Is it actually Spike? How is Buffy gonna feel if it is, you know?
Oh, this is unconstitutional is what it is.
The Spike is acting guilty, though.
I'm just saying that he's not capable of something as...
This looks bad.
The thing of it is, I'm holding these for a friend who... Well, that's bloody funny coming from you. No more games. All you've ever done is play me.
Hey, look at them. Oh, oh, they look so gross. Dang, Spike's place.
Never useful.
Get the pool out.
And they burn them somehow? So I'll take him out? Okay.
He's taken. and that's not the point.
So you think that their marriage is better than ours, is that it?
Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, no, not these types of conversations.
One fills me with a dread akin to public speaking engagements.
And that would be the wedding.
Yes.
But our marriage.
That lasts forever.
That's such a great point. A wedding is not a marriage. You could have an amazing wedding and a horrible marriage and vice versa. Not that you can't have good for both, but...
You and Sam headed back to Central America? Or is that classified?
Nepal.
Sounds fun.
I'll send you a postcard.
No, he won't.
By mission parameters, I'm done here. But I have authorization to take the doctor out.
But I won't.
Wait until your life was absolutely perfect and then send that demon here so you could throw it in my face?
I don't think his life is perfect.
That burger smell is appealing.
You smelled the smell?
That's what Buffy got?
I love my work, and I love my wife.
That's good. I'm actually happy for Riley.
Kinda love her too.
Yeah, she's cool.
You're up, you're down. It doesn't change what you are. You are a hell of a woman.
That's really cool of Riley to say.
How sorry I was about what happened between us.
You never have to.
This is good for both of them, some closure.
Keep thinking of you like regular people, but no, you're not.
They're super spies.
Say goodbye this time or just split all secret agency like last time?
Depends. I warrant a hug.
I guess so.
Firefights, bug hunts, big body counts. Yeah, I could use a break.
Bye, Riley. Bye, Sam.
I didn't think this is a good life for Riley, though. He was always a soldier. He needed this type of lifestyle. He found the perfect girl for that, right?
What a bitch.
Come on, she was so cool. But that's cool of Willow to say to help Buffy feel better. I feel bad for Spike, but come on, man. You were dealing those eggs.
Will you be off snogging the soldier boy?
He's gone.
And he's married.
That's just you.
Oh, this is worse than is it? This is you telling me.
It's over.
Wait, it is?
Think I have the sheet music. Doesn't change what you want.
I do want you. Being with you makes things simpler.
It's a good distraction.
I can't love you. I'm sorry, William.
Poor Spike. I think that's the right decision on Buffy's part, though. Will they actually stop being together, though? Is it officially done? I mean, Buffy does seem resolute. Okay. Alright, so that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 6, Episode 15. We get Riley back. I mean, like I said during the reaction itself, I really didn't think we were going to see his character again, so that was really cool to have him come back. And it was definitely a change of pace for the episodes for this season. It was really interesting what they did with his character, right? I mean, we see he and Buffy back together. I mean, I will say, like, Riley conveniently forgets to mention that he's married. And in that scene, you know, you could see that Buffy was, you know, thinking about those quote-unquote good old days of she and Riley dating, and it was bringing back those memories of them working together and getting along and vibing. But I also feel like Riley in those scenes, I mean, you can let me know in the comments down below what you think, but I don't know, he seemed like he definitely had feelings for Buffy, especially at the beginning of the episode. Now maybe that was just an intentional misdirection, so it would be a surprise when his wife showed up, and I do have different feelings towards the end of the episode, the way that he acted around Buffy and communicated with her. But in that opening part, I was like, to me, I was like, Buffy, maybe you have some feelings, some lingering feelings, or you're remembering just what it was like, but to me, Riley really seemed like he hadn't let anything go as far as Buffy was concerned. And then I will just say I have to give Riley a little bit of crap here for forgetting to communicate some of the most basic things. I mean, A, that you're married, but maybe that just wasn't the right time or it was awkward to bring up, so I guess I can forgive that. But he didn't even communicate clearly, like, the mission to Buffy. Were you distracted? You're gonna honestly tell me, look me straight in the eyes, soldier, and say you weren't distracted? Come on. I'm just teasing here. I do think that the episode was interesting. I like the focus of just, you know, running into your ex, especially someone who's moved on and married to someone else or is in a serious relationship with someone else. That can be an awkward thing, and that can be something that makes you think and reflect about your own life. So I really appreciate the dilemma that Buffy was put in, you know, realizing that someone that she used to date, someone that she sprinted after to stop to say, I have feelings for you, before he took off on a helicopter and was just a missed opportunity to get him to stay. I mean, just think if Buffy had just run a little bit faster or Xander had talked a little bit slower when Riley had taken off, like both their lives might have been totally different. Oftentimes the tiniest thing, the littlest amount of luck just takes you in a totally different direction. But it's cool to see Buffy in that situation where those thoughts must be running through her head. And then, of course, Riley's wife seems super, super cool. She's one of those people who are almost impossible to hate. And I like that they made her character that way as well, because it almost makes it worse from Buffy's perspective. Like, if she was someone who was really just mean to people or unfriendly or incompetent or dumb, you kind of feel better, right? There is just that side of you who's like, okay, well, it's not like they met this perfect person and are just happy without me. But then you meet someone who's so charming and friendly, you can't help but like them. It almost makes it worse. You're like, oh great, my ex moved on with the perfect person, they're married, they're happy, they're a great fit together. It does make you feel worse, especially if, like Buffy, you're kind of in a bad spot in your life, right? Where you're dealing with so many different things, you're so confused, you don't really have a healthy love life at this point. And so I appreciate how this episode really focused on those feelings of Buffy, and it's very relatable, right? And then I love the scene of how, okay, so after Buffy spending some time with Sam, you know, you can tell that that's upsetting because Sam is so cool, and hearing about how well she and Riley get along. And I do appreciate, by the way, like how Riley didn't hide the fact that Buffy was his ex, and Buffy was someone that was a huge part of his life. So that does show some honesty and some communication that he has with his wife, which of course is a healthy, good thing. But then Buffy, you know, hanging out with her feels bad, so she goes to Spike and she just wants to feel wanted. She wants to feel desired. She wants to forget about her pain at now thinking of Riley having moved on with someone who is supposedly the perfect person. But then Riley breaking in and catching Spike and Buffy together was just a great melodramatic moment. And of course, it's amazing because Riley and Spike have such a history. They've always hated each other for such a long time. I think Riley was really, really upset. You know, to see that happening, that was very, you know, that hits him right in his soul. But then the twist that Spike was the doctor, he was the one dealing with the eggs. And I guess that does make sense, right? Because we do root for Spike. Spike is charismatic, he's cool, but he fundamentally is amoral, he is evil, and he is out for himself. And that was kind of a cool moment, seeing Buffy initially in denial, trying to defend Spike, and then realizing that Riley was right. And the whole episode overall served as a wake-up call for Buffy. But before I get into that, you know, I just appreciate the amount of closure that we got with Riley, not just with Buffy, but with everyone else in the Scoobies, because he did take off very abruptly. I think it was cool that he was able to get a proper goodbye. I also have to give props to Riley. I feel like, you know, his speech to Buffy was really cool. It was a very mature and kind of comforting thing, the way that he worded it, you know, when he was talking to Buffy in an honest way. You know, he realized that Buffy was in a vulnerable state and felt worse because of seeing him moved on and happily married. And he softened the blow the best he could in a very honest way. So I just thought that was a sincere moment, and that's a nice kind of closure for Riley. Let me just put it this way, you know, Riley's never been my favorite character, but I never hated Riley this way that some people did. I feel like he's better suited with someone else other than Buffy, to be honest. I never thought Buffy loved him as much as she did other people she's dated before. But I think, you know, seeing Riley happy with someone who works on the job, you know, Riley is such a worker, he's such a soldier. It's so perfect that he's dating someone who also seems to be built in a similar way, and they can bond over work and get excited doing that and just live that type of lifestyle together. So I'm happy for Riley. I'm happy for the closure that all the characters got in that sense. But like I said, it also served as like a wake-up call for Buffy, right? She, you know, seeing someone in a happy, serious marriage or / relationship, I feel like made Buffy reflect and really confront what she didn't want to confront, was what she was doing with Spike, which is she's just using him. You know, Spike is in love with Buffy. He's okay that she doesn't love him because that's how much he wants her. But Buffy, you know, realizes this is not the type of relationship that I actually want in my life. I want something more. I want to be in love. I want to build something real. And whatever I have with Spike is not healthy. It's not healthy for me, and it's not healthy for Spike. So that's a big move. I think that's definitely the right decision on Buffy's part. I don't think she should be too hard on herself considering all the stuff she's been going through. And I'm not going to lie, I also feel really bad for Spike because he is so in love with Buffy, and just seeing the pain on his face just makes my heart go out to him. Like, oh, poor William, if only he could be happy. Maybe this is the time where Spike and Angel can have a drink together. You know, Angel lovesick over Cordy, and now now that, you know, the brief relationship that Spike has had with Buffy is over, they can bond and drink some blood at the blood bar and just talk about how life is, no happiness is in store for vampires in this life. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting. It was great to see Riley, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Buffy is going to do after this episode, and also what Spike is going to do after this episode. Is Buffy going to stay strong with her resolve to stay away from Spike? And how is that going to change Spike? Is there any chance that with Buffy ending things with Spike, Spike could possibly turn vengeful or possibly more villainous? I mean, we've yet to see the big bad of this season. Could it be Spike? I mean, look, let's be real. Spike is evil. We saw how quickly, the second he thought the chip was out of his head, he was ready to kill instantly. He is no Angelus or Angel. You know, he does not have a soul. He does not have a conscience. He cares about Buffy, and because of that, he, you know, does things like help all the Scoobies fight for good. But the second, you know, someone whose heart is broken is capable of a lot of different things, especially an amoral demon whose heart is broken. So that could be a very interesting storyline, and I'm excited to see if they take it that direction, and if they don't, what they do after the events of this episode. But I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. As always, the full unedited reaction is up on Patreon, along with future episodes of Season 6 of Buffy, and of course Season 3 of Angel. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.